Public Television. We will return back to the show in just a few minutes, but first we need to take time out to urge your support for this type of programming here on Northwest Public Television. It's easy to do. It just takes a few minutes. Just dial the number on your screen right now, 1-800-922-4220, and pledge your support for this type of programming here on Northwest Public Television. A lot of your friends and neighbors have done so tonight. Let's take a look here. Michelle and Robert Gum of Kennewick called in. We thank you for your support. Bruce and Deanna Pritchard of Kennewick also pledged in their support. Larry Linick of Pasco, Ken S. Sloan of Richland, and Shauna and Greg Castellano of Clarkston. And another viewer in Richland called in tonight to pledge their support. We thank each and every one of you for calling in your support from Northwest Public Television tonight. Now, we haven't heard from a few spots around our area. We haven't heard anybody from Moscow. We need to get those phones ringing from Moscow. And we haven't heard anybody from Pasco this evening. Yes, we have. I take that back. Thank you very much for all your support tonight on Northwest Public Television. And now we are going to, I would like to take time out to thank our volunteers tonight. I am one of them, and Barb Dickinson over there in the nice padded chair, and all these wonderful volunteers over here by the phones. They're manning the phones. They are not extremely busy, as you can see. Thank you very much. We need your support here on Northwest Public Television. You're what makes it happen here on Northwest Public Television. We need your funding to provide this great programming, such as the Civil War. So call right now, 1-800-922-4220. If you call now, we have some fantastic gifts for you along the lines of the Civil War. And this program is a fantastic insight into the battle itself. You're looking right now at a $500 pledge. Those are the videotapes, a 9-tape set. We have an illustrated version of the Civil War, a Civil War sites book or a videotape that you can take a look at. Great gifts from the Civil War.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Montgomery. As a viewer, you bring a great gift to public television, the desire to know, to understand, and in return, public television gives you programs that expand your knowledge of science, nature, art, history, and politics. Children with a passion for learning watch Sesame Street. Me too. Mr. Rogers, Reading Rainbow, and Square One TV. Your relationship with public television is a partnership based on shared values, but it only works when both partners are willing to share the responsibility. Unfortunately, when the call goes out for financial support, only a small fraction of the audience responds to the challenge. Why? Well, that's a question I cannot answer. But I do know this. We all have an obligation to make the partnership work. And now is your chance to answer the challenge with a pledge. A pledge no matter how small.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth Montgomery. Through the magic of videotape, coming to ask for your support, to implore you to go to your phone. So why don't you join the rest of your neighbors and friends that have called in and pledged their support to Northwest Public Television with a telephone call. Call the number you see on the screen. It's toll-free. Tonight's programming on Northwest Public Television is made possible in part by United Artists Cable of the Tri-Cities, featuring 45 channels of news, sports, and entertainment. We do have some special thank you gifts that you give at certain giving levels, and Bill was talking about them earlier, but I will tell you a little bit more in depth. For a $500 level gift, we have the complete set of the Civil War series. It's a VHS set. There you see it there. There are 9 tapes in the series. It's 11 hours of programming. Includes all the information, all the programs that you have seen throughout the series so far. It's going to continue for 2 more nights. That's a special thank you to you for a donation of $500 to Northwest Public Television. Tell our great volunteers if you want that as a thank you gift. For $150, we have the Civil War book. This is called Civil War, an Illustrated History. It is a companion book to the Civil War series. Ken Burns did have something to do with this, help put this book together. It's full of engravings and maps and photographs, black and white, as well as color photographs. A lot of wonderful information from the series. It's a big hardcover book, 450 pages. The author is Jeffrey C. Ward. If you would like that, let us know for a $150 level donation to Northwest Public Television. For a $100 gift, we have the VHS tape called Touring Civil War Battlefields. It's a way to take you on sites to visit some of the sites of the battles. Gettysburg, Antietam, Fredericksburg are all here in Bull Run. There are some reenactments of those battles, as well as some maps that explain that to you, as well as what those battlefields look like today, much calmer days. If you would like that as a special thank you, make a $100 gift and tell the volunteers. Everyone who charges their pledge through MasterCard or Visa, if you'd like, we would send you a copy of the Sullivan-Ballou letter that you have heard read so eloquently on the Civil War during Northwest Public TV this week. If you would like that, we'll mail that to you for a charged pledge. It's 8.5 by 11. It's on a parchment-looking paper. You could frame it. You could give it to a friend. It has a little cover sheet where Ken Burns talks about when he first read the Sullivan-Ballou letter written to his wife, Sarah. If you want any of those special Civil War premiums, please let us know when you call in. The toll-free number on our screen, 1-800-922-4220. We still have a couple of lines open, so please call now. I also want to thank Pizza Haven for providing some really yummy pizzas for the volunteers and crew here this evening. We had a good time eating them, and it gave us some more energy to carry on with the work here of asking you to call in and pledge your support to Northwest Public Television. Don't wait any longer. We would like to hear from you right now. We have 2 lines open, so you become the next person to give us a call here at Northwest Public Television, and William Wixey knows the phone number. What's the phone number, Bill?
Well, Barb, it's 1-800-922-4220. Call us right now. Pledge your support for Northwest Public TV, and you're the one that makes it happen here on Northwest Public TV. Great programming like the Civil War, Sesame Street, McNeil-Lehrer NewsHour. It's all here on Northwest Public TV, and you are not going to find it anywhere. And this is our way, these fine premiums that Barb just explained to you, is our way of thanking you for pledging your support for Northwest Public TV. Now that number once again is 1-800-922-4220. We're going to get right back into the Civil War here in a few minutes, but we need you to call. We need 4 more calls here on this break so we can get back into the Civil War. And it's a great series. What can I say? It's a fantastic piece of programming, and that's the kind of program we want to bring you. And if this is the type of programming you want to see on Northwest Public TV, then call in right now and pledge your support. We need your support to keep these programs on the air. 1-800-922-4220. We need 3 more calls here in this break, and we're going to go right back into the Civil War. We're just about ready to go back into the show, but we need to ask you to pledge now. This is our next to last break. We're just about ready to go back into the show, so call now, and after that, the show will be over, and we will thank you very much for your support. But until then, we're going to get back to the Civil War. Call now, please.
Your pledge to Northwest Public Television can go even further. Take a look at this list of companies. These firms have matching gift programs. If you work for one of these companies, contact your personnel office. Together, you can stretch your pledge dollars to help us purchase all the quality programs that you enjoy on Northwest Public Television. Thank you.
Welcome to Northwest Public Television. We've come to the end of tonight's episode of the Civil War, but there's still time for you to go to your telephone and call in and make a donation to Northwest Public Television. 1-800-922-4220. It's a toll-free call. You can see it on your screen. Reach over and grab your phone and call in and make a pledge. If you appreciate the Civil War, and I'm sure you did, it's a wonderful series, one of PBS's very best, then call in now and let us hear from you. Show us your support by making a donation tonight to Northwest Public Television. It's a toll-free number. There's no cost to you when you call us here at Northwest Public Television. And in addition to the wonderful program, The Civil War, we have some special thank you gifts. If you would like these, let the volunteers know when you call in and make your pledge. For a $500 gift, we'll be glad to say thank you with some videotapes. We'll show you the tapes later, but they are all 9. It's a 9-tape set that includes the entire series of Civil War. If that sounds like a lot of money to you, maybe between you and the great volunteers, you can figure out how to fit this into your budget throughout the next year. The important thing is that you go ahead and take the time right now and call 1-800-922-4220. This is the last break of this evening. We will not be asking for your dollars anymore. We're asking for you to show your support for Civil War right now. We'll be back again tomorrow night with the Civil War, another episode. But you can call in right now and do your part for Northwest Public Television and pledge your support. This is a pledge drive. We're not asking you to necessarily write your check out tonight. We're asking you to let us know how much dollars, how many dollars you want to pledge to Northwest Public Television so we can plan our programming budget throughout the next year and pay our program bills. You help us be the very best TV station that we can be for you. This is an important partnership here, so we need you to become a partner with Northwest Public Television, and call us right now at 1-800-922-4220. Take about 2 minutes of your evening and do your part for TV. It doesn't take long. We have volunteers who will ask you a few questions, and one of them, of course, is how much do you want to pledge, because we need to know how to plan for our programming budget. It's real easy. Give us a call, 1-800-922-4220. Please call now. So I have some more information about the premiums, the thank you gifts that we have. Let the volunteers know if you would like these. For $500, we have the 9-tape VHS set of the Civil War series. It's the entire 11 hours of the program. If you would like that, make a $500 level gift, and we'll say thank you to you with these tapes. If you want them, you see them there on the screen. Let us know. For $150, we have the Civil War book. It's the illustrated history, the companion volume to the TV series. A lot of wonderful information, engravings, maps, black and white and color photographs, a lot of important text information, of course, too. It's a big, beautiful hardcover book, very nice to look at, plus full of a lot of information about the Civil War. So if you would like one of those, make a $150 level donation to us and give the book to someone you know who's a Civil War buff. The important thing is that you call right now and let us know. Give it whatever level you can afford. For $100, we have the VHS tape Touring Civil War Battlefields. There you see the front of it there. You can visit some of the sites of some of the battles in the Civil War. I believe this tape visits Fredericksburg and Gettysburg, Bull Run, and Antietam. You'll see some reenactments of those battles, as well as what those parks look like today. It's a beautiful tape and a way to visit some of the Civil War battlefields. Also, everyone that charges their pledge to Northwest Public Television can receive the Sullivan-Ballou letter. Let the volunteers know if you want a copy of this. The letter is read so eloquently during the Civil War. You see the letter right there. It's 8.5 by 11 on a parchment-looking paper in beautiful script writing. There's a little cover sheet where Ken Burns, a producer of Civil War, talks about when he discovered this letter. So if you would like some of those special thank you gifts, call us right now at 1-800-922-4220.
Johnson, Marketing Director of Columbia Center. You know, Northwest Public TV is available free of charge to anyone with a television. Anywhere in our broadcast area, you have access to the best science, nature, children's, and arts programming available. Northwest Public Television needs your support. Give us a call now at 1-800-922-4220 and make your financial pledge for quality television programs.
Well, that was the end of tonight's episode of the Civil War. That was episodes 4 and 5. Tomorrow night, at 7 o'clock p.m., we will be bringing you episodes 6 and 7, and these cover the year 1864 in the Civil War. It's been a good night here at Northwest Public TV. We very much enjoyed asking you for your support, and we hope that you enjoyed the Civil War this evening. And several people called in this evening, as one did just now. Mike and Valerie Maxwell of Kennewick, we'd like to thank you very much for pledging your support tonight. Jerry Jensen of Pullman, an anonymous caller from Kennewick, and another one from Connell called tonight. Renee and David Williams of Pullman, William and Rudy Blunt of Pasco pledged in their support tonight. Susan and Charles Rutkowski of Kennewick pledged in their support. Thank you very much. And Jack and Linda McCleary, also of Kennewick, pledged in their support tonight. We'd like to thank each and every one of you that have pledged in your support tonight. Your pledge really does make a difference on Northwest Public TV. That's how we bring this quality programming to you. And by the way, tonight's programming on Northwest Public Television is made possible in part by United Artists Cable of the Tri-Cities. They feature 45 channels of news, sports, and entertainment. We would also like to thank Pizza Haven for filling our bellies tonight, all of our wonderful volunteers. Really appreciate their support. And we'd also like to thank once again all of you that have made tonight possible, and especially all the volunteers, these wonderful volunteers over here on the phone taking your pledges tonight. And if you would like to do so right now, please do. More of the Civil War is coming tomorrow night, and we have a lot more quality entertainment programs coming your way right here on Northwest Public Television. So do call now, 1-800-922-4220, the number to call to pledge your support for Northwest Public Television. So go ahead and call in now, We are going to go now to Barb Dickinson, and she's going to wrap it up tonight. Thanks.
This is the last chance for you to call tonight, so don't wait any longer. Don't wait for someone else to do your part for Northwest Public Television. You give us a call right now. It's a toll-free number you see on your screen. One of the questions that the volunteers will ask you is if you work for a company that offers a matching gift program, let us know. If you're not sure about that, we'll send you some information so you can find out. That's a great way to stretch your donation, double your dollars for Northwest Public Television. Really make your donation count here at Northwest Public Television. We receive a lot of money through that method by the various companies that have employees in our coverage area. So please call right now. If you want any of the special thank you gifts, give us a call here at Northwest Public Television. Talk with the volunteers if you have any questions about the videotapes or the books or the Sullivan-Ballou letter. But the important thing is you have to begin the process here with Northwest Public Television. We're counting on those of you that watch us throughout the week, throughout the years, to call us during our spring membership drive and make a financial donation. It doesn't take too much of your time. In fact, if you have a lot of time, go ahead and tell us some of your favorite programs that you've enjoyed with us in the past few months or past years. Maybe we can find something that you watched long ago. Maybe it's still available, maybe not. Who knows? But if you let us know, we can pass on your comments to the program director. But you have to begin the process. We need you to go to your telephone and call us right now at Northwest Public Television. We'll be back tomorrow night with the next part of the Civil War.